Let's bring in Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullen. He sits on the Health Committee and Banking Committee. So what about that? Why now? Why didn't the Democrats do this at some point over the last 4 years?
Well, I think it's a distraction, obviously. I mean, it's obvious that it wasn't a big deal when Biden was there. This is obviously looking a lot worse on them. I mean, you got Summers that was, Epstein's wingman. You have Clinton that was on his plane 26 times. You have the delegate from the U.S. Virgin Islands, Plaskett.
We'll come to her in a second.
Yeah, who's saying that, who's literally texting him and took a $30,000 donation for the DCCC on it. So I think this is all just a distraction that they're trying to get away from their policies and their ridiculous agenda that they have. I mean, think about this. We were 43 days in a shutdown. Not one word about the Epstein files. The day the government was reopening, they switched immediately. Every left-leaning fake news outlet started running Epstein stuff immediately when it took place. And I think President Trump was smart by saying, release them. Go ahead, get them all out. And
then we had those 3 emails from Jeffrey Epstein that were released by the Democrats, right, which they thought cleverly redacted the name of Virginia Giuffre, whose testimony was already well known.
You're right.
To try to throw some more smoke out there that, oh, maybe there's somebody else who's talking about the president. But this does seem to be blowing back to a greater degree on Democrats. You mentioned the delegate from the Virgin Islands,
right,
Stacey Plaskett, who during a hearing in February of 2019 with Michael Cohen was getting real-time coaching via text by Jeffrey Epstein. We put that together. Watch how it unfolded here.
Reduce his real estate taxes. I'm sharing with you 2 newspaper articles side by side that are examples of Mr. Trump inflating and deflating his assets, as I said, to suit his finance testimony. As I noted, I'm giving the committee to
Mr. Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Who are those individuals? As Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, her office is directly next to his, and she's involved in a lot.
I mean, that's just extraordinary. This is a guy who was 4 months away for getting popped for all of the bad stuff, right, that he had been doing, and she's texting with him real time.
Well, if you read the text, he said Epstein said ask about Rono, and she said, who's that?
Yeah, is that an acronym?
Yes.
As opposed to knowing that it was
right.
Rona
Yeah, is that an acronym? Does this stand for something? She didn't know who it was, but she was asking the questions. Once again, this doesn't look good at all for the Democrats, but this is all about smoke and mirrors. It's about distractions. You really start looking at this. People said, well, why hasn't President Trump already did this? Why didn't he already release it? The why